get started. So, when we last left off, the group had gotten together at the end of the war, woken up to a bunch of free items. I hadn't even heard from Firebeard. So, gotten the free items and materials that they'd gotten as kind of a last-minute payment for their help within the war effort. Gotten together, decided via the magical map that which had been handed from Elrod to Dorn, in which the layout of everything had changed. When it was handed to Dorn, and it's since changed back to the way it looked when Elrod is holding it again now, and decided with some slight push from Kovan to arrive here at the temple, Eknaru's Temple of Bahamut in the north, where the spell went slightly awry and everybody was dumped into the lake over here in the western portion, where they were quickly...
Oh my god, how did I miss that?
Quick to get out and seek warmth and shelter within the nearby inn, the only building outside in the area besides the temple. Other things to take of note is that Lokvek had left the group to go try to seek and take over the now leaderless Red Orc colonies, and has not been heard from, and may or may not be alive still. And then the other thing to note was that Rib initially had tried to run towards the temple because he saw the statue of the dragon, and in his attempt to do that, he was repelled away by some kind of force, and has probably went and hid in a cellar that he found on the outside of the inn. So we start out the morning. You guys have taken your rest. Everybody's healed up. All that. Everybody's relaxed. They're warm. Everybody has their clothes and all that jazz.
Did we finally get a chance to take a bath?
Yes.
Thank goodness. We stink.
Sure we did.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
We're clean, yes.
Yay.
Oh,
Oh, rhythm bot, awesome.
Hmm.
Now I can stop my own music.
My protected dirty liar is gone. No.
Is it playing?
No. Oh, there it goes.
That's not what it's supposed to be playing.
Plays ominous basement music by accident.
That's not it either. There it goes. Technical difficulties aside, you guys awaken to the morning. We gather everybody's tokens up. Rib is still slept the night out in the shelter, or in the... Hey, Dorn.
Oh, hi, Mark.
A wild Dorn appeared.
Hi, Dorn.
Ba-na-na-na.
Rib slept the night in the cellar. That is not where I wanted you guys to go. There we go.
We were letting the ribs sit overnight.
Let it marinate.
Oh yeah, and Cormon has
That's the
been...
word I was looking for.
Cormon has been carrying about the body of Rix, because the other detail I forgot is that when Dorn held the map, because of the job tasked to him by Bretta, he had a rough gauge on the map, a large circle portion of the map marked, that gave him a general vicinity of where Rix's soul might be. As a reminder,
Very general.
the map seems to change depending on who's holding it.
Yeah, if certain people would actually share the map and let other people.
But-
Maybe you should ask.
You guys awaken and
No.
leave your rooms and everything to find yourselves in the tavern proper, where seems to be a smattering of various dragonborns about, all of them sporting very similar scale colors are either bronze, copper, gold, silver, or platinum.
Is this the
Ah,
official
it's
name
good
for
to
a
be in
group of
friends.
Dragonborn now?
copper.
A smattering.
A smattering.
That'll work.
Still shiny on chrome.
No, Bretta, you
Alex.
can't steal them.
Don't take
Oh.
their scales either. I mean,
Oh.
if they fall off, I suppose you could, but
And I found these cool Dragonborn tokens.
Yeah, they're neat.
One Dragonborn sits at the corner of the bar area with a plate of food in front of her and a violin sitting on the edge, as another silver-looking Dragonborn tends to the cup pair that are sitting at the tavern proper. Several others sit about, most of them eating looks like just breakfast. And you guys come down from
I'll
your
go down.
various areas.
Yeah, I'll go down and take a seat at the table. Take a seat at the table over here. Where is my character?
Right there.
And get some breakfast and stuff.
Okay.
I'll get some extra breakfast too, for Rib, and then eventually bring it to him.
Also, hello, Firebeard. Didn't see you sneak in there.
I'm here now. Don't worry.
Elrod will be one of the last to come down. Mostly because he doesn't want to wake Elvira.
But yes, the morning is yours to start as you wish.
Hello, everyone.
Kovan is far too early for your shit.
No, it's a good day.
Subjective.
Yeah, every day's a bad day for Dorn, but this is an extra good day.
Coffee.
I hear Kovan being happy downstairs. Elrod finally comes down the stairs, I'm assuming with Elvira.
Alright.
How's our evil sorceress today?
I'm not evil.
Oh, sorry, that's right.
That's not very funny.
Have to
Yes.
forgive me for joking about our situation as we're
He's like
surrounded and safe for the first time in how many months?
You can't be evil when you're only interested in your own well-being and, own interests. So wait, that's kind of the...
No.
Yeah,
Wait a
Dawn,
second.
you really should stop acting like that.
this is the first time I've been safe in as long as I can remember.
Yeah. Remember, it's called relaxing. We can actually do it now.
Well,
Alright, we're on vacation.
yeah. Going to have breakfast too then.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch my pockets because I think some shiny shit might go missing.
Elrod will offer
Dragon
Elvira a
treasure.
seat. Want me to grab you anything from the bar?
No, I'm alright.
Okay. He'll go over and get himself some coffee or whatever they're serving for breakfast.
Ah, yes. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to the
Yeah,
Vince Tail Tavern. How may I help you?
Just a black coffee, please. And a few sips of bacon, if you don't mind. Then he'll start just fishing around in it for some coins in his pocket.
No need. Everything here is provided by the church.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Please go have a seat. We'll have breakfast to you all shortly.
Everything you say.
Did I hear
Everything.
free food?
Yes, everything.
Yes,
Everything
everything.
I need.
How is the church's generosity towards, booze?
There's no booze on site.
Nope, not a drop.
Kovan, I'm gonna kill you.
He woke up befuddled.
Elrod,
Yeah. But we have
Elrod
lots of coffee.
is alcohol forbidden or just not sold?
It's not sold. On
All right, well,
Sundays. Or whatever day I have is equivalent to Sunday.
Elrod will wave Firebeard over.
Kovan, we need that discussion.
Oh, don't worry, Dorn. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be nice to detox for a while.
Elrod goes through his bag and pulls out a 3/4 bottle full of vodka and just
Oh,
hands it to
God.
Firebeard.
Ah, damn.
No outside food or drink, please.
Alright, you can have this later then, Firebeard.
I'll have it now.
Oh, really?
You might need to step outside then.
Firebeard's gonna take the bottle and walk outside,
Have a great morning.
only to come back a couple seconds later with an empty bottle.
It's
All
more
right.
than breakfast, he needs it.
I thought he was in an especially bad mood this morning. He hadn't had his breakfast yet.
Exactly.
Ah, come on, Darn.
Quick even for him.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
threat of not being able to drink tends to drive one over the edge.
Oh yeah, but one day without drink, I don't think can do much, right?
I feel like I should roll something for that.
You are
For sobriety.
you are a pirate and a dwarf. I think you'll be okay chugging
Okay.
a little bit of
Basically, Russian.
alcohol. Yeah.
Elrod's personal stash. Yeah, I don't think he ever finished the bottle he bought from Corellan Temple, so there you go. Fancy.
Yeah, I don't think he really even drank it. Like, he had a swig here and there, but nothing like...
I think he chugged the bottle and immediately passed out.
That's what happened, I remember.
Yeah.
After a few moments, the barkeeper returns, the tray full of coffees and various creamers alike, and several plates of, like assorted plates of food that has like bacon and bread and fruits and veggies and eggs and all sorts of variety.
Yay.
And he just kind of
Yes.
sets it all down onto the table for you.
Bahamut's blessing, friend.
Thank you very much.
Bahamut's blessing.
Alright, so who's gonna say great? Oh, you guys are already eating.
Mm-hmm.
Elrod's just sipping his coffee. Corellan's not much for theatrics. I read the book. I know that now.
Oh, what else did you find out from your reading?
Him and Loth were married once.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, wait, no, that explains so much.
Yeah.
Yes, it explains quite a bit. Zira pipes up, though she still looks half asleep.
Sip.
Oh, right, Zelzira. Yeah, probably, best not to make the biggest scene around here with the whole drowness thing, but that's cool. I'm sure it'll be
That feels racist.
I'm just saying that, you know, probably would look poorly upon if she were to do anything like, you know, overly hostile, you know, assumptions would be.
Elrod he was ignoring Kovan at first, but the more he blabbers, the more he slowly he just does a Stewie Griffin head turn towards him.
Listen, I just, you know, like, I kind of grew up here, like,
Wants
not
to
here,
insult all
but
our
like, I grew up.
friends, Kovan.
No, I'm just saying that, like, you know, they don't know her like we do.
I
I
don't recall having done anything since being around you guys or anyone that
No,
would
and
provoke
you
such
haven't.
reactions.
And that's great. Just keep it up.
Really winning everyone over today.
Hear that, Zelzir? Stop being a drow. Would you mind stop being a drow? I mean, Kovan would especially appreciate
Well,
that.
like, if I were to smack someone over the head with a thing, they'd probably be like, "Oh, stop that." If she were to do it, they'd be like, "Dear God, kill the beast." Oh, it's like, you know. It's,
She
alright.
sighs. She sighs. She stands up, plays a few notes on her lute,
You know. Woo!
and you watch as she transforms into a tiefling.
Oh. Okay.
neat.
I mean,
That solves the problem.
I think that's better.
Is this more to your liking?
I mean, it's not my liking. I didn't make the. I don't know. Oh God.
he doesn't like demons either. You're 0 for 2 right.
Perfect.
It's okay. Well, maybe she just, you know, well, whatever. Look, I was
Alright,
going
it's
to
just
head
head
into
and
the temple early today, kind of see if we can get a meeting with some of the people up there, and if you guys want to hang out, I don't know what you want to do today, if you want to relax or, you know, sharpen your blades, Firebeard, I guess? I don't know.
Sharpened what?
Your arrows and blades and whatever, you know, the axes you use and stuff. Isn't it axes? I forget. I know it's called Old Faithful or whatever.
Old Blue is his
Old
axe.
Blue.
Come on.
It's an axe, yeah, right? It's an axe. Yeah.
Well, you'd be surprised.
gonna
He's
stare
actually
at him.
killed somebody with a cup before.
Oh.
Did that cup happen to be a broken bottle?
Maybe.
Was once a cup.
This is where his sensors fell off. Let's take a brief moment while the group is kind of eating breakfast to check in on Rib. Rib, you have spent a majority of the night hiding away in the cellar after being magically repelled away from the giant, beautiful dragon statue that you'd seen just the afternoon before.
He is not happy, Kim.
You awaken curled up inside Princess Fluffy, who is curled up around you. What do you do? Sorry, Empress Fluffy, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, don't mess that up. Okie dokie. First things first.
God, Queen Fluffy.
I need to do
God,
this
Empress Fluffy.
myself, so I can do
Ooh. Promoted.
I am God Empress Fluffy.
I don't need a token.
Oh, you're still outside. Oh, you need
Yeah, I know.
to click
I
things.
just need to know.
Oh, if you want, the cellar actually exits right here.
I'm looking for other things. I'm to roll perception.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Dawn, a ferret.
Sorry, I forgot I have my talk to speak. I'm trying to see if the chimney reaches all the way to the bottom.
Trying to see what?
If the chimney from the inn reaches all the way to the bottom.
It does not.
Okay. Now, once you look around the room,
You're in a glorified. You find yourself in what looks to be a massive, like, storage cellar. There's barrels and barrels of food, eggs, meats that seem to be kept under some sort of like coldness spell to keep them cold, so they don't rot. Fruit buckets and or barrels and boxes of fruit and veggies.
this is not good.
Bread, wheat, and other things to make bread.
Okay, so he's gonna grab a bunch of fruit, and he's gonna give it to Empress Fluffy.
All right.
Then he is going to take some of the wood in the barrels, and he's going to begin building traps on all the doorways.
Okay.
And then he is going to make a giant box.
Do me a quick favor. Roll a thievery check for me.
Certainly a martyr of chaos.
Okay. Dang, that's with an 8. Freaking kobolds. Yeah, you definitely you're able to
I
craft
make my
several
box.
traps. You make a box.
Okay, well, I'm making a box.
Okay.
Very, very. I'm gonna try to make. I'm gonna roll again and try and make it very sealed.
Very sealed.
Yes.
Okay, let's do for this one. Let's do survival. Because you're a kobold.
Traps are the way you survive.
Yeah.
They're the way you're played.
Yes.
Which one's survival?
Survival's not in 4E.
Nope.
Let me look at a sheet real quick. Hold on.
Home Alone repetition.
Do a wisdom check. Click your wisdom roller. If it works, if not, you can do endurance. That's close enough to survival. As a kobold. Weasel. Are you pressing the button to talk?
No. Maybe he fell out of his chair. It happens.
Rib, you still with us?
He's
There he
still
goes.
connected to the internet.
He's rolling a skill check. Oh wait, no, that's from before. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is your press to talk button not working?
Can you change it just to detect your voice?
Oh.
There
Oh.
he goes. Oh. Huh?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh.
The whole power in the house shut off, so
Oh, okay.
Okay, then.
mid-sentence. So, anyways,
And I
what
was
was I?
worried about my connection.
You either wisdom or you can do endurance, because wisdom is really what a survival check was in the previous versions.
Well, you'll have to roll it for me,
Previous version being the new version.
because I.
Oh, he's
don't
on
have a
the-
computer.
Oh, you're still getting in.
Unless you're on a laptop.
Or you can switch back to them if you need to, real quick. While I get back up.
Why does the built-in roller not work anymore? It's okay, you rolled a 26.
Oh.
You make this nice crate, and even from the inside you're able to craft it in a way that it looks just like another one of the boxes of fruit.
Okay, now that I did that, I'm going to take everything that resembles my goddess, every scale, everything, and I'm going to put it in the sealed crate.
Okay.
And I'm going to make it where only I can get into it.
Okay, roll another are you in? No.
Nope, you gotta roll it.
There'll be another thievery check for you to set that up as a trap.
He's going to make a lock and key out of paperclip and toothpaste.
Hello, MacGyver.
That's kobolds for you. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget chew gum.
It is legitimately the best played kobold I've ever seen.
And then you're gonna hide it, so I'll roll you a stealth check for it too. Yeah, so you rolled a 30 on the thievery and a 28 to hide it.
Okay. Everything of Empress is fluffies too. Like,
Okay.
everything that resembles anything. And then he is going to make another box,
Okay.
and he's going to hurt himself in the leg, and he's going to act like a wounded, sad kobold in a box down below.
So he's gonna.
That way he seems like he has nothing to do with kobold.
Is he gonna make any noise or anything?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So you pretty much doff all your armor, and you're down into just like for a kobold, little rags and a loincloth, and you're purple and you're faking a leg injury as we move back to the party. Having completed their breakfast, and I'm sure they're discussing their plans.
Has anyone seen Rib? Is he come out yet, or is he still in the basement?
I haven't seen him all morning.
Does someone want to bring him some food? I will if no one wants to, but I know
He's
he probably
your
doesn't
pet.
like me very much now. He's not my pet.
Nora just kind of smirks at you.
Probably he's still in the basement sleeping or
He just probably
Eating.
would react better to someone besides me.
Normally I'd volunteer to help, but I think I'm going to take it easy for a few days.
Okay,
Someone
Alright,
else
so I'll-
do the do-gooding for a little while.
I'll do it. I just
He just
okay.
kind of leans in Elvira and shuts his eyes.
So I'll grab a plate of food and do I know that the trapdoor goes down to the basement?
You can assume that it does, because it's right next to
Okay.
the bar. But
Okay.
as you
I
get over
will,
there, you're gonna find it locked.
Oh, okay. I'll talk to the barkeep.
Okay.
Hey, barkeep. We have a friend of ours who is snuck down in this this cellar and is kind of hiding. Would you have a key for this?
Oh no, you have a friend trapped in our cellar?
Yeah, he's kind of a rascal. He's a little embarrassed to be here.
Ah, the non-religious types, I understand.
Yeah, yes, very familiar with those.
Certainly, certainly. Let me unlock that for you. And he's gonna come over.
Thank you.
He'll unlock the thing, the basement, the cellar door, and flip it open for you. And
Thank you kindly.
he offers you a small lantern.
Oh, wow, this Bahamut's blessing to you as well.
And to you as well. So you're gonna enter down into this cellar, and it's actually massive. It's like the entire size of the tavern above, underground.
Ooh, dungeon crawl. Okay. Okay, well, I'll head down the cellar and start looking for anything that resembles Rib or anything like that, and start calling out his name like a little doggy.
Anything that resembles Rib.
All right. Roll a perception for me, Kovan.
Okay.
This is so condescending.
You find a half rack of ribs.
Oh
Just
god,
like-
I have to focus. Oh god, you said perception.
Yes.
Just an awakened dog carrying ribs.
Oh my god.
Here's great. Oh my
I am truly blessed in my homeland.
What a nat 20.
So you're glancing about and kind of holding out the lantern in front, and though the light is limited, it was where you can see, you catch the glimpse of like a purple shimmer as you pass the lamp off into one of the corners.
Okay, I'll walk past like I didn't see it, and then double back and come up from another angle. Is he like in a corner or?
He is Rib. Are you you're like laying under like a fake box with your leg hurt?
Sure. Yeah. We'll look
Okay.
at.
Okay.
You eventually curl your way back, and you find Rib like dramatically laid out underneath this box with his hand on his leg and his leg stuck up under one of the boxes.
Oh, hello there. You are
One of your
adorable.
French kobolds.
Oh gosh. Well, I brought you some breakfast.
Do,
I know you like bacon.
do a quick insight check for me
Oh, okay.
to see if you can see through his fake injury here. Oh yeah,
I wonder if I can.
Doesn't even recognize that he's trying to fake it.
yeah. He's just
Yeah.
there
It's
you are.
like it's like when the dog tries to play dead, but you're like, dude, come on, you were just running around like crazy. Oh, it's adorable. I brought you some breakfast, and I know you're probably not too happy to be here. Sorry for the whole deception thing like that. But I just wanted to let you know that if there's anything I can do to, make it better or whatever, let me know. If you want like a blanket or something, or you want me to draw some fake blood on you to make it more realistic, you just, you want me to like chop off an arm or something, I can do that too. No.
You
just
will
gonna
notice
lie
that
there
he
like nothing's
is
happened?
not wearing any of his armor or anything else. He's down to just pretty much a loincloth
Okay.
and some like a brownish tunic type thing. And Empress Fluffy is, the more longer you stand there just like babbling away, Empress Fluffy kind of curls up around him more protectively.
Not gonna hurt him. You remember I promised I wouldn't hurt you ever. I'm not gonna hurt you. Would I roll a perception to see like what else is around, or like if I can see the box?
It's
that
all.
stuff is it?
Oh, the box looks. You don't notice any difference. All the boxes down here look the same.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind then. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head on off to the temple. Probably be back. I don't know, maybe later tonight or something like that. But just want to let you know why I'm gone. Cool. Good talk. I'm gonna pause just to make sure he doesn't want to talk or say anything, or just continue to play.
He's not gonna say shit.
He's really committed to this bit. Okay, cool. I'll slowly, very carefully, just pat him on the head like you poor thing, and walk back upstairs, and leaving.
All right.
I'm gonna
Is he
kill you,
gone?
doggy.
Yeah, I'm back upstairs. By the way,
Okay.
did I trigger any of the traps
Uh,
that he laid out?
where did you put the
I know that
traps,
was-
Rib?
Over all the doors.
Oh, that's
I was
right.
gonna see if you remembered that.
Yeah,
But it's
I did.
okay.
I assumed that
They can
this was gonna
activate
have me
on the way
roll or
out.
something, but yeah.
So as you're headed back up into the top, you hear this whack as a piece of wood comes careening around and like smacks you on the backside.
Wow, frisky. Okay, wouldn't have thought that. Interesting.
Frisky.
Good to know. I'll just like look around and can I attempt to like reset the trap type thing, or is that a thing?
Sure, roll a thievery check.
Oh boy.
This is gonna be
I've
good.
never clicked this button before. It's my lowest stat. It's
So you turn around and you try to kind of set everything back in place, and you hear this like cling of the wood and everything. Whatever he used to set up kind of makes this noise, and as you kind of push the wood back into place, it comes careening right back into your face
mother truckers.
at full speed.
Okay.
And you take 5 points of damage.
Okay. Well, it was worth a shot.
Let it
And
be
now you
known that
have
on this
tomatoes
day,
on his face.
Not 50, not 50.
let it be known that on this day, Kovan took damage during an RP night.
Hey, there's pride damage, okay? And then I'll head back up, because I give up on the stupid trap.
Alright.
You did so well.
I'll rejoin the group and be like, well, he's playing dead, it's really cute, and I gave him some food and told him I was leaving to go to the temple, but I don't think he's going to be going anywhere anytime soon. He's pretty committed to this whole, I'm really dead bit, pity me.
He's really out of his element, I suppose.
I mean, yeah,
It's just a bit.
yeah, you could say that.
So Rib, none of these left. What do you do?
First he's gonna get up and kick the food.
Okay. You guys.
And then he's gonna look at the plate and see if it's actually worth anything.
It's actually a silver plate.
So he's going to stick that in his pocket.
Okay, so you crack open your box again, get past the little traps that you'd set up, and you drop
Then
this.
he's going to send Emperor's Fluffy upstairs.
You drop the silver plate back in. All right. As you guys continue your breakfast and your conversation for the morning, you see the large weasel poke its head up out of the cellar. Curiously,
Oh, it's Fluffy.
before it clambers out to come curl up next to Dorn.
Oh, it likes you.
I'm gonna give it some of the breakfast food that's on the table.
It snuggles up even closer
Hmm.
as it eats.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay. So, back to the party then.
I'm gonna eventually head on up to the temple, but I mean, does anyone want to come with? Does anyone want to see it? It's pretty cool, I've heard. It's got a gigantic like metal dragon and stuff like that, and it's really, really old. I don't know, might be fun. There might be some cool books there, Elrod.
I do like books. He just
Yeah.
kind of lazily stretches. Is anyone else going?
Why not?
Yeah, I want to see what's in there.
Bareback.
So while this
mean-
is all happening, Aelith is at the bar powering through way more food than she can handle.
Blah.
Ma'am, I suggest you slow down there a little bit.
With free food, I'm taking it!
It's
The Church of Bahamut is glad you are happy for our generosity, but please leave some for the others.
I'll stop when I'm full!
and the children.
Oh dear, there
Good
goes
breed damage.
the orphanage's lunch for the day.
Oh no, she's definitely not gonna be able to finish this.
Yeah, I know.
She just wants to have free food. It's free food.
As full of a
She's gonna
stomach as
have
she
as much
can.
of it as possible. Exactly.
I guess I'll tag along.
Like in a party with with this many people with this much money, she only has like 12 gold to her name.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Sometimes I forget how loaded Elrod is.
Yeah.
And how little an Aelith gives all her money away.
Yep.
I'll go to the temple, a man of culture like myself.
Oh my God.
Wow, really? I did not see that one coming.
The most culture.
Culture.
Elvira, Zazira, you two interested?
Sure. Both of them are gonna chime up. I don't feel like doing two voices.
That's cool.
Just general like heads up though. Just don't do anything unperturbed in the
Don't be a
temple,
drow.
stuff like that. No, I mean you can be a drow. Just don't do anything like punch a member of the clergy or anything like that. It's just
No promises.
generally fun. Okay.
He just smiles at you.
I mean, it's I don't often get to bring like friends back to the temple, and it's kind of cool. So I just wanted to look kind of cool.
So we need to act normal. Gotcha.
Oh
Behave.
God, please don't.
Understood.
No, I'm kidding.
She's just gonna laugh.
Well, you behaved when we visited the temple that was important to me. I'll behave while visiting the temple that's important to you.
Thank you.
Bring your
It's
parents to your club meet.
It's more like bring your like friend to meet your cool friends and all that stuff.
Hey, wait.
You caught that, did you?
Hey.
Damn.
I'll behave, but next time we're on me ship, you gotta act like a pirate.
Arr. I do my best pirate face. It's not very good.
Pirate face.
Oh God.
What have you done, Firebeard?
You gotta get me a hat though. Arr. No.
That's gonna get you
Oh.
killed.
Oh God. See, so just don't be me. That's perfect. Okay, got it. I got it. I'll tell you what. Like if you behave, I won't act like a pirate on your ship. How about that?
Very good.
Okay.
That's fine.
I go over and poke Aelin in the back.
Ayla's gonna look over her shoulder at you and just like swallow down a mouthful of food. Elrod,
Good morning.
good morning.
Helping yourself, I see.
Yes.
Well, we're going to the temple. Are you interested in coming?
Let me just finish here.
How much food is left on her plate?
So she asked for about 5 plates of food. She's through about 1.5. She's definitely not eating it all, but she's not going to stop until she can't eat anymore.
I gave it to her.
Have you always been this hungry?
I mean, I'm not actually this hungry, it's just I don't get the option to eat my fill very often, so when I do I have to
Yes. Of course, I see. Well, when
Yes.
you're ready, we'll depart. Just tell Kovan or I.
Don't wait up for me, I'll come by later.
He almost looks slightly intimidated and heads back to the table.
Alright. So, pretty much everybody, it seems, is going into the temple. Trailed by Tanakh and Empress Fluffy. As Rib is still hiding out underground and plotting everybody's demise.
Fluffy's not going to.
Fluffy's not gonna go?
No.
Okay.
We have a kobold infestation.
We have bigger plans to do.
They're gonna booby trap all the tavern.
Alright.
It works for halflings.
In that case, we're gonna jump over here. to the temple.
Is anyone else seeing anything?
Scroll down.
Oh, okay. It was. Got it.
That makes a lot more sense.
Wait, where?
Oh, I can't see anything because I'm not here yet, right?
Oh God.
All
No,
the way
it's like
down.
it's like a mall and like a gigantic thing. You have to like scroll around till you find it.
No, I literally everything is black for me.
Did you zoom out all the way?
Because A-list token had moved away from the group.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
like I said, I can't see anything because I don't have a token to see.
So you guys approach the front massive iron doors of the Temple of Bahamut. The large statue made of iron and steel off to the right, with a just remnant of Bahamut with its wings folded down, watching out over the area. And as you push the massive doors open, you enter this long hallway made of stone, old, worn down stone, onto a set of steps that actually go down instead of up. As you continue down this path, you find yourselves less in a proper temple and more of like a massive carved out cave. Finding yourselves...
Koban is totally playing tour guide. He's like, and this was done by this guy, yeah.
You guys eventually find yourself in this first entryway here, where 4 dimly lit torches light the area. A pair of steps on either side leading to various paintings and scriptures of Bahamut and his teachings, with a long hallway that continues on farther into the temple. Nothing in here really seems very overly ornate, over the top, or anything like that. It's very serene and very simple. In fact,
A little bit too much incense.
the temple outside actually even seemed to be a little more grandeur compared to anything you guys have seen in here on the way in. There's no signs of like massive gems or hordes of gold or anything of the like.
So it's not like the crazy extravagant temple I'm used to.
No.
Nope.
Gotcha.
And this was over by where, like, the Grand Maester blah 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 did in 1342?
I'm just gonna put Rib on the map so we can see.
Fascinating.
Wow, that's interesting, Kovan. What else
Yeah.
happened in 1840?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. This guy came in and he was like, he brought the religion over to this, like, new place, and it was so cool.
That's impressive because it's like the year 800.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about the future.
In the future.
And the future.
I can see the
Sweats
future.
nervously.
1800 before Bahamut.
Before about...
You find it's actually very quiet, and even the faint conversation Kovan is having out of to kind of keep quiet in the process is echoing off the walls just slightly. And you guys eventually continue your way down in farther, really more and more areas until you come to a kind of a 4-way hallway, where you see before you standing a female dragonborn. This bronze-scaled female dragonborn has very long tendril-like parts of her head that fall down to about her shoulder. She seems kind of a build that's in between what Sora was, the very underfed, undergrown dragonborn, and the bulky, more heavy-side dragonborn that you guys are used to, kind of in the middle there. But she still looks very sturdy, very tough. She is adorned in a platinum and blue chainmail armor set, sporting a large maul upon her back. And as you guys take her in and kind of approach, even in the light of the area, the lights are going with you. You see kind of glowing faintly around her this slight, what almost seems like an aura of some sort. It's not necessarily, for our arcane friends, it doesn't seem to radiate any kind of arcane magic. And as you approach, you actually feel calmer in her presence. But this aura about her flutters kind of faintly around her head and down to her back, and then it's very light blue in color, almost white. And you kind of see these very faint ethereal wings appearing around her back, dragon-like in shape.
only Rib were here.
Oh, who left?
Oh, he
Nah,
literally
he's-
dropped out too.
He's
Oh, no.
busy playing dead. Don't mind him.
Fair enough.
Ah, welcome, weary travelers. I can sense that there's some excitement brewing about here. Some tense, others relieved, and others not sure what they're doing here.
Definitely.
Elrod just looks at Dorn and Firebeard.
Oh, please tell me Firebeard still has fruit and he's spinning seeds on the floor as he goes.
Yes.
Flower seeds the whole time. Trying to spit into a fire from the farthest, as far away as he can.
If only we had more quiche.
I still have some quiche. I can't say it's still edible.
Oh my god.
I am Masira Famerther. Oh fuck.
Don't,
More phlegm.
don't even,
least-
don't
No,
even bother
no,
with the
no, it
last
was not
name.
supposed to be. No.
Okay.
I've gone. So let's just make sure we're clear on this. You went from Rix to Logback to literally unpronounceable.
It's a trend.
Are there any vowels in there at all?
Complicated.
I think the answer is no.
Dragonborn names are
I
ridiculous.
truly apologize.
I had a stroke.
Falmaxigic.
Yes.
Type it.
You're Vomoxajack.
Greeting,
Indeed.
Valmaximus. I am Kovan of Sunsage City.
Ah, yes. You're definitely a ardent believer of the teachings of Bahamut, which
Bahamut
seems to
protects.
be unique among your group.
Yes, I travel with many non-believers, but they are good people, and for the
Throw
most
y'all
part,
under the bus.
Unbelievers.
Good people.
they are
The
good
nicest
people.
thing you've ever said about me.
Well, don't let it go to your head, Dorn.
Possible.
No, they have good intentions and good hearts, even if they pretend like they do not. Their actions are pure, and I trust them with my lives. My life. I don't know why I said lives.
Ah, well, I shall trust your judgment in this. In that case, what brings you here to this temple?
Well, I was hoping to, first of all, just come visit it. I've always heard about this. Also, secondly, I was hoping to see, and help me out, Mist. Would it be like the High Priest, or like what would be like the main person in charge
High
here?
priest.
I was hoping to see the High Priest, whenever he has a moment in his busy schedule, just to go over some personal matters that were given to me by the church and things like that.
Why, certainly. I could arrange for that. I am but a humble caretaker and patron of this place, and as are you. It is a very exciting opportunity to be able to support the teachings of Bahamut.
Absolutely. It's great to be among fellow believers again. It's been far too long.
Come on, as you're talking, you feel this pelting at the back of your head.
I'll completely ignore it. I'm on cloud 9 and no amount of seeds in my hair can dissuade me.
Well then,
They are good people.
suppose you're seeking a tour of the place.
I'm sure everyone would love a tour. I was just regaling them with the history of this place and they were simply fascinated.
Yes, indeed.
I couldn't take my ears away.
It's astounding.
Literally, they were glued to his head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's certainly much enthusiasm coming from your direction.
Well, lead the way and we'll follow along. Or
So, Malthera kind of guides you guys about the temple. Really only showing you this portion of it. Totally not, because that's all I have built out.
Others going for restoration.
Understandable.
It shows you the eastern portion over here.
One sec, I'm being called by my dad.
Okay. Where you see a small congregation of very dragonborn of various colors, and even a kobold with
So inclusive.
gold scaled kobold. That guy should be a lot smaller.
He is a big guy.
Kind of congregating about, discussing various things. Takes you on up into this hallway here. Go back, Dragonborn.
I'm so sorry, some family just stopped by. I'm gonna go say hi real quick.
You're perfectly fine.
Alright, thank you. Elrod's just kind of hanging out in the back, actually interested, but also just holding Elvira's hand and trying to just be quiet.
Okay. Kind of guide you in here briefly. You see a congregation of other Dragonborn. These seem to be much more important in appearance. You see the three in their armor there. One is a silver-scaled paladin sporting mithril armor and a large mithril mace on the right. In the middle, you see a gold-scaled fighter-type looking paladin with a massive battle axe upon his back. And on the left, it looks to be either another clerical or paladin type, bronze in color, kind of puffing away at a small corncob pipe. They seem to be in discussion with this taller, lankier dragonborn who has an old wizened look about him, and the scales upon his chin and up around the top of his lip have kind of faded from a bronze color to a silvery white. Kind of a makeshift aging beard type look. He stands a bit shorter than the others, and dressed down in just blue and white robes. They seem to be in a very, not intense, but a very collected, private conversation.
Pardon, great Saxos. I have brought these travelers who appear to have seek an audience with you after a long travel.
Yes, I will be with them very shortly. Perhaps you could go introduce them to Eknaru.
Of course.
Eknaru, of course, being the namesake of the temple.
Namesake.
Yes, it is Eknaru's temple of Bahamut.
Yes.
You guys get taken down this
Wait, he's alive?
this last little hallway here, and this one actually goes from the hand-carved stone of the temple to a true cave-like structure where you discover Eknaru. Off in the shadows of the temple, or of the cave here.
I'll approach him.
Feel free.
You may be familiar with who
make
this
it
is.
deep. I am. He's the namesake of this entire temple.
Why does Aelith keep going back to the middle?
Oh, because Aelith, I wanted Aelith to be waiting there for that.
Okay. As you approach Kavan, you see this dragon. He's still sleeping, it seems, but the scales upon his back, almost in a way similar to ribs, they shimmer between the various chromatic colors of Bahamut's followers. Almost like a rainbow array
Metallic
of
colors.
metallic
Yeah, not the same colors.
No.
though, right? As ribs.
gold
okay,
and silver,
Like what the fuck?
platinum. His wings are very translucent in color.
Okay.
He looks a lot like he does right here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And he is massive.
You'd think he'd want to stretch his wings occasionally.
Well,
Sure, a creature like this does whatever he wants.
he is content serving the people and the good patrons of the church here.
You watch the head stir slightly and it lifts up to look. Oh, we have newcomers to
We
my
do indeed.
temple. Welcome, friends. His age and his movements show that this dragon is very, very ancient. His words are slow, his movements are very slow.
I'll do a deep bow in his general direction. Just be like, I've only heard tales of you, and it's the tales truly do no justice to your grand.
Come closer, child of Bahamut.
Well, like there.
Okay. You see him lift up a bit and his wings unfurl, although they are kind of cramped in the cave. He leans his massive neck down to get right into your face, Kovan.
I wonder if
What does his
Kovan's gonna
breath
pet him.
smell like? What?
What does his head smell like? It smells like cave.
No. What is? Yeah. What is your breath? What does his breath smell like?
Oh. Meat and...
Yeah. Dead
Licorice.
things.
Start feeling
Just curious.
giddy by Foxy to be within his waking presence again.
You feel his breath, the flare of the inhale and exhale of his nostrils against your face, ruffling your hair ever just so slightly.
I'll avert my eyes because that's intense.
That is the scent that I recognize, though it is not yours.
Oh yes, and what is that you recognize?
That of my daughter, Silva.
Ooh.
Ah,
Gets to meet the parent.
right.
Well,
Aha.
metaphorical.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. That just made me pee a little.
He actually laughs, this very deep, bellowous laugh that echoes off the cave walls.
Right, yes, I was not quite ready for that talk yet. Thank you.
It is through me that she performed her ritual to become a dragonborn.
Oh, she was not born a dragonborn.
No,
I actually did not know that.
she was born a human, perhaps in the mode that you are familiar with.
Interesting. I did not know that there was those who could turn humans into dragonborn. Is it a gift or a ritual?
It is. I lost the name.
It's the old insert spell here, ritual.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yes, that one. Well, I'm sure she is rightly deserving of such a great gift.
Ah, yes, the rite of rebirth.
Oh, yes.
And Kovan, you can roll a religion check for me on that.
Oh, God. I suck at the... Come on.
Incoming nat 1.
It's not horrible.
The rite of rebirth is a ritual provided to those who are not of dragonborn or dragon ancestry, but are very faithful, powerful followers of Bahamut. They can be of any species and any race, and they are those who have shown strong determination and the will to work against vile draconic creatures and those that follow in the name of Tiamat. You understand that the past doesn't matter when it comes to this ritual. If the candidate has demonstrated a commitment to oppose Tiamat and her spawn, they are qualified as long as they have shown these traits.
Interesting.
Even those who have done wrong have found redemption and a purpose, becoming rebirthed.
So is it like a forgival of their sins type of thing, and you're like reborn and all your sins are forgiven type of thing, or like it's just like you've earned it so you get it and then proxy.
It is a magical process. Those who commit to this ritual meditate for a full day and a night, their head filled with reminders of all they were giving up. Those who elected to go on prepared a specially built egg-shaped chamber. Hi! Sorry. Baby. They
Hello.
enter an egg-shaped
Very
chamber
exciting.
and sleep in it for another full day and night, emerging as the next day as an adult dragonborn. A draconic with metallic scale and draconic abilities. Hi. Yeah. You going night night?
No.
Yeah, you are. Bye bye. Go do your own rebirth. You going to bed as well? Alright. Yes, she was found to be very loyal and very desirable as a more powerful, more potent follower of ours, and chose to perform the ritual of rebirth herself.
Good to know.
It seems I'm glad that you have encountered other devotees of our great church out and about the world.
Oh yeah, me and Silva have a long history. Yes.
That means you must be Kovan.
Yep. You got it.
They enjoy holding hands, walking on the beach, declaring war against all Red Orc.
Yeah, it's a fun pastime of ours. It's a game we play.
You feel him exhale again.
So what has Silva said about me? All bad things, I'm assuming?
Carefully, you might crush his soul.
He kind of looks past Kovan to the rest of the group.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I haven't introduced anyone. So this is Elvira. She's the redhead. Umbra is the dark brooding lady with the smoke cloud around her over there. Zelzira is the one with the pink hair. Firebeard is the dwarf with the hydra in its beard. And the Beardfire is the parrot. The golden-haired elf is Elrod. And the pink-haired... Is she pink-haired for Molly? Or is it just
Molly.
like... Oh yeah, Molly's hair is pink, right?
Yes.
Molly Switchtail.
Okay, is Molly Switchtail. And the brooding one with the staff and the large coat is Dorn. Bretta is the small one over there, and the one behind him is a friend of one of ours who fell. His name is Tanakh.
There's a drow in your midst.
Yes, there is.
She's good people. You should get to know her.
He seems to
She's
stare
the
at
kind of
Zelzira
person-
just briefly, and she is wearing, of course, her necklace and everything of Illustray. He just gives, you see his grin slightly. One of those of Illustray. Good, you've made good company, Kovan.
Well, I tend to surround myself with good people, as I say. At least I think they are.
Did you hear that, Elrod? He called me good people. This is just... It's the best vacation ever. I know he's not here, but...
Yeah, he'll be back in a minute. Rib is still having on and off power issues and is beat from work, so he's told me everything that Rib is going to be doing while you guys are here,
Okay.
and he's going to be heading off for the night.
We can fill him in later.
Kovan,
Yes?
you seem to have something on your mind.
I have many things on my mind. My mission given to me, completed. The current path I'm on, the people I travel with, fate of this world, the fate of my future, the fate of my loved ones. I have a lot, actually.
There's quite the many emotions you have streaming out of your spirit.
Well, you know, I try.
Yes, careful. Well, sir, do not let them overwhelm you.
Yes. I should clarify. By the grace of Bahamut, I am intertwined with the ebb and flow of emotion. I bathe in the resplendence of one's very soul and invoke it to unlock one's inner spirit. And so...
That's a very intimate description.
Oh my. Have I ever heard of anything like this before?
Anybody can roll a history check. You can roll religion as well, but it's not necessarily religion related.
I'll roll
Only
it, but I'm
'cause I'm
pretty
special.
sure my guy wouldn't know this. This is kind of out of his element. and the roll reflect.
Yay! I rolled good.
Should we roll it for Elrod because we know he would?
Oh, he 100% would.
History. Of course. Oh,
Of course he does. He literally has a natural
You read
20.
it in the book she stole.
I think Brett is the true bard here.
Seriously.
Okay.
I know many things from many travels.
We'll go with Bretta's since Elrod isn't here. And actually Bretta's rolled high enough in a crit that it actually makes sense. Bretta, you had a childhood friend growing up who showed very curious sorts of powers as they grew older. They always seemed to be very in tune with their emotions. If they got angry, they were furious. If they were sad, they couldn't hold back tears. But along with all that, it came with what seemed to be powers of some sort. They've been, as kids do, they get in fights. You would see as they fight that they would almost react preemptively to how things might happen. You would see how they would make an attack, and almost as if by some outer force, the attack would be more impactful or strike fear into whoever they were fighting. As you and your friend grew older, you would come to find out that your friend was, after being reviewed by various members of your city, before the magical members of your city, before all Kinder head off into the great unknown as they are tend to do, they were described to be what's known as a psionic, and in particular, a particular breed of psionics known as the Ardents. They are a species of psychics who are able to tap in and use their innate attuning to their own emotions and the emotions of those around them to manipulate everything around them in the flow of the ebb and flow of combat, the ebb and flow of the people about them, their abilities. They also are known to, in extreme and more powerful circumstances, be able to actually influence entire rooms and cities worth of people with the same overwhelming emotion, as was the case in a long-forgotten city that once belonged to the tieflings.
Yes, that story.
We're going to relay the information to everyone else.
All of it.
I figured.
All of it.
Interesting.
Indeed. And I can certainly see Kovan's connection with our devotee out in the wild.
Yes, my child, stay, please. Your friends may go continue to peruse the temple, but I feel we have much to discuss.
I would appreciate that. Would you mind giving us a few minutes there? That's for
course.
everyone, yeah. Thank you very much.
So the group returns. You guys find yourselves back with Aelith, who has been just patiently waiting in the middle of this hallway here because she came up around late
There you all are!
from eating so much.
This place is a lot bigger than I expected it to be. I mean, I knew it would be big, but I didn't think that, well, she gestures around. Eh.
We have to accommodate all the Dragonbone in here. But there are not too many decorations around. We seek more to show our effects for our cause through our actions.
Come on, will you go wait and party split one?
Sure.
Makes it dreadful to navigate for people who don't know where they're going already.
Indeed, it would be useful to have a guide. Already knows
Yes.
this area.
Yes, it would have.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take the
But, I chose to, stay behind for reasons. So, when I arrived here, well, they had already taken, I assume you were the guide. She holds out her hand. Aelith, good to meet you.
Hello, I am Marcia. I'm not gonna pronounce my last name.
This is a wise decision.
A caretaker of this temple.
So, you guys can continue your conversation. I'm going to go discuss with Kovan. Alright.
Hello.
I'm going to bring the rhythm bot down here for the music. There we go.
Okay.
Kovan,
Yes.
you stand before Eknaru, the ancient dragon of, and supposed one of the 7 that follows Bahamut around in great times of need. As you would recall from your previous religion roles when you've met Bahamut himself in the past, he was followed by 7 canaries. Belonging
So
to
he's
7
one of the canaries? Oh, cool.
connected to typically 7 golden dragons,
Yeah.
but he does have scales that shimmer and shape between different colors.
Oh, that's cool.
He looks down at you again and goes, "So, my child, where do you wish to begin?"
Well, I was hoping for some advice from someone as experienced as you and experienced in the matters of the world and things, if that's okay.
Of course.
So, I was given a mission by my home church in Sunsage to kill this evil necromancer who was plaguing the world, and we did that. We did it very well. I personally was there to slay him and kill his phylactery myself, and the land has started to heal. It's great news and things like that, and I can't help but feel after that a little bit lost and without a purpose. So, what have you done in your times when you have been a little bit without direction and purpose in your existence?
There's always purpose in your existence, Kovan. The purpose of one as a cleric of Bahamut is to go out and help those in need.
But there's so many who need. It's almost impossible to help them all.
You don't necessarily have to help everyone. You can do things to help those in great numbers. You can perform tasks and duties that can make the world more pure, more righteous. You don't necessarily have to pull everybody out of the danger, but show them how they can succeed in their own right, much as Bahamut does himself.
Thank you. Okay. I will strive to do that then. So the next thing I wanted to ask was, I've noticed a disturbing trend recently of signs of Tiamat on there. It was my understanding that she was banished to the 9 hells a long time ago.
She is, or was, and is. It does not mean that she does not have her outreach and her influence upon those who are weak of will and perhaps in need of growth or power.
I've noticed a surprising amount of her influence as of late, and it disturbs me.
His somber little attitude seems to shift as he kind of finally pulls him away from your face to stand more proper like a dragon should. Do tell.
Well, when we were working to free the world of these red orcs, we ran into a follower of Tiamat. It's a kobold, a purple-scaled kobold, who goes by the name of Rib. At first I thought he was just a, scared kobold like all the rest of them, but soon he told tale of meeting with a lady in a dark black robe with flowing black hair, and I couldn't help but think, it could be Tiamat. And upon further investigation, it turns out that at very least it was a follower, if not Tiamat herself, who reached down and was messing in the affairs of mortals again, and that disturbs me. I know that these are very serious things to talk about, so I would not come before one as great as yours without proof that what I speak of is not lies. So I'll reach in my bag and pull out the tiny little black chromatic scale that Rib hid in there when I was asleep, and show it to him and be like, as you can see, it's a scale from, as far as I can tell, Tiamat herself.
The scale that you have, unlike the one that Rib actually uses that gives him his powers, it doesn't seem to change color or anything. It is just a dull black metallic scale.
Oh, it wasn't? Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Well, you've either slayed a great black dragon to attain that scale, or you speak the truth. Tell me more about this Rib.
Well, he has not. I have not been with him long enough to seen any of Tiamat's machinations in his general demeanor. He seems to be either an idiot or very, very clever, fool enough to fool me. So I'm still watching, but the very present, he seems to be very, very enamored with his goddess who gave him these gifts. I've seen him personally wield powers that combine all of the chromatic, right? Chromatic
Yes.
dragons elements. So he's obviously, at very least, favored by Tiamat with some of her powers.
And are these powers the only gifts that he seems to have?
He seems to be unnaturally strong for a kobold of his size. He seems to be able to shrug off hits that would chop the head off of a normal kobold and take, charge into the fray of battle, unleashing spells and using his scale of Tiamat to slay enemies and things like that. It's unnatural.
His scale of Tiamat.
Yes, he has a scale of Tiamat, is what he calls it. It's a and it's like he uses it almost like a shield, but it can conjure fire, lightning. I've seen ice out of it, and he uses it to defend himself and attack. And yes.
That is troubling indeed, though a kobold is a bit laughable, but not unsurprising.
Mm-hmm.
They do flock to power like flies to a rotten fruit.
Yes, but I mean, what worries me not is the kobold, for I think he's not a threat. I don't think that he's dangerous to anyone more than himself. It worries me that for what reason he was given these powers. I mean, Tiamat, as you know, does nothing without reason, and her schemes are vast and unfathomable, but for the life of me, I can't unravel why one would give these powers to a creature like this, except for some plan that I can't conceive of, and I just don't know.
It's quite curious. Though if you were going to be subtle about bringing back your followers and granting those powers, a kobold would make a little bit of sense. They're small, they don't trouble people much, and they would go mad with such power. You mentioned you traveled with him.
Yes, I've been traveling with him for a week or two now. He's actually in the inn outside, underneath in the cellar on there. He's decided, ironic, of course, not to come into the temple. Not surprising, not that he would be welcome. But yeah, I've traveled with him for a while.
I see. And you feel that it is your duty to do what with him?
Well, that's what I was going to bring up with you. I mean, I've personally never encountered a follower of Tiamat. I mean, if it's the church's will, I'd be happy to turn him over for questioning to find out what the greater role of, Tiamat's plan is in here, or whatever. But I know it's my sworn duty to oppose Tiamat in all of her things and everything, so I wanted to at the very least bring it to the church's attention and allow them to do whatever they saw fit to, prevent her evil from spreading across the land.
I see. Now, we would be welcome to inspect and discuss things with this kobold. But
You would?
You know it would upset Tiamat far greater than any... Hold on. Thought I had to sneeze, sorry. Far
That's
greater
okay.
than any sort of torture or... Well, not torture, discussions and holding of her followers would do. Kobolds are easily swayed, Kovan.
Mm-hmm.
If she has granted him such powers as this, imagine what sort of power Bahamut might grant him.
Yes, I'm sure that it would be a great blow to whatever plan that she's having to have him. I have had actually a similar thought myself. I've originally was quite surprised and hostile towards him being, just finding a random follower of Tiamat will do that to a person. But I have attempted to make friends with him recently and making small steps towards it. I have promised him no harm, and I mean it. It's a solemn vow that I would cause him no harm, and I have no intent of causing him harm. But yeah, I don't really know how to make friends with him. It's not really my specialty. I'm more like the whole, I heal wounds. I don't, I'm not much of a wordsmith, as you can probably
Has he told you any goals of his? Anything he might be hoping to do, hoping to be?
Has Rib told me any goals? I don't
What is
think
the one
so.
thing he keeps telling everybody?
Oh god, I feel bad, I don't remember.
I'm gonna be a real dragon!
Okay, so he wants to be so he wants to turn into a real dragon. Oh, really? Oh, well that's well, he has mentioned that he has the desire to go from a kobold into a real dragon. I imagine a dragonborn would be a step in that direction.
Has he now?
Mm-hmm.
Bring me the kobold.
As you wish, I'd be happy to bring him in front of you. I'm sure he would be thrilled to meet a dragon of your splendor and understanding. He seems to have the normal admiration that we all do, but the exceptional fascination that kobolds do with dragons. So I hope that he would be willing. Of course, I'm not going to force him beyond his will. I have no wish to cause harm to the creature, but I will definitely extend your offer and do everything in my power to get him to come.
Very well. As for you, Kovan, what expectations do you have for yourself? What do you wish to make of yourself in the future?
Well, I hope to have the power to be able to save the ones I care about and the ones the innocents, and to be able to walk across the land and leave it in a better place as when I tread upon it the first time. I want to have enough power to right the wrongs in the world and make the world a better place.
And oppose the will of Tiamat, it sounds.
Of course, always. That's goes without saying. As someone who's evil incarnate, that goes against everything I stand for. She is the epitome of everything that I wish the world was not. So to heal the world and to fix it would be to undo her and all of her machinations. They go hand in hand. It's just sometimes hard to find the right path to go on and know that you're doing the right thing. And
as long as you are making life better for those who need it, and you are improving the world as a whole, you are doing what you need to do.
well, thank
Silva
you.
approached me many years ago with similar questions, I should say, similar dilemmas within her head, and she's proven to be one of our greatest champions.
I hope one day to live up to that bar of excellence.
It was, well, I would say that in her time, much when she was closer to your age, it was a similar situation with a small cult of would-be Tiamat followers
Really?
that drove her to perform the rebirth. And if Tiamat is truly making her presence known, as you say, we may be making a call further for more.
Well, I know she had mentioned heading to a temple. I don't know which one she spoke of, but it may very well be this temple, so you may see her sooner than you think.
Oh, she is well on her way here. We've spoken since.
Oh, forgive me.
Do you truly,
Well, I appreciate...
do
Sorry,
you
go ahead.
truly feel lost, Kovan?
I mean, I have purpose in my day-to-day life. I just feel that the overall mission and the reason why I'm here will always be a mystery to me. I mean, I think that I know I'm here to oppose evil, but I guess I just want more direction in my life. I need goals of, like, I've never felt so focused and so determined as when I was finally given the order to hunt down and get rid of this necromancer's plague upon the world, and it just felt, I guess, so good to have that singular goal that I could work towards and accomplish, and then with it being fulfilled, it just left a hole in my life.
Then do this. Before you bring me the little purple one, I want you to go now back to the inn. Yourself. I want you to meditate.
Okay.
I want you to think about everything you've had in your life, everything you've known, and everything that makes you who you are. Everything, every hardship, every sacrifice that you've made. I want you to really meditate upon it and see if you could give up everything that you've done, everything that made you who you are, to become something greater. Could you take the true calling of the right of rebirth and truly become one who has a purpose to find and strike out against the forces that would tarnish Bahamut's reputation, those who would seek to bring back and empower the mighty Tiamat, seek to do good and find evil in the world and remove it from its being, to help those in need and bring about the general peace to this realm.
I will definitely do that. I will, of course, let you know. I thank you for the opportunity to even consider such a grand gesture.
It is a massive undertaking. It will change the very being of who you are, physically and mentally, though you will still be Kovan. But
Just be a part of something more.
you will be a part of something more. Your purpose will be found. Your life as you know it will change. People may not recognize you. People may not know who you are. Silva only looks the way that she does through a few artifacts that she found during her travels that allows her to take that guise. In a way, she has lost part of herself, and I guess that is her attachment to her old self. Though there's nothing wrong with that. She is still one of our greatest champions. And she spoke
Well, it is.
very highly of you, Kovan.
Well, I think very highly of her. It is certainly a lot to think about, and one decision I hope you understand that I don't feel I can take lightly. So it will require a lot of meditation, and a lot of thought. But know that no matter what my decision is, I'm greatly honored that you would consider me worthy of such a blessing.
Of course, it is not for everyone, and some choose not to do it immediately, and I'm not asking you to. But it's something to consider.
Well, know that I will deeply consider it.
Very well. Come find
Let
me.
me go bring you this purple scaled follower of Tiamat, and see if we can create a win for Bahamut this.
Very well. Go now, your friends are waiting.
Yes, I'm sure that they're quite impatient with me. I tend to go on and on at these things and don't have the most, knowledge of that. They wait for me. They're quite patient with me.
Very well.
Awesome. I'll thank you again. I'll see you soon.
Bahamut be with you, my child.
Bahamut protects.
Alright, we can go back
Cool.
up.
Can we go up to the next one? Okay.
Yep.
There's
Well-
something going on.
perfect
Right?
timing.
Hello.
Well then,
Perfect timing.
Hello there.
How many times did you say
Wow,
Bahamut
welcome.
at the same time?
Well, I lost track. There was a lot of Bahamut.
So, after a very lengthy one-on-one conversation, Kovan has finally come out of the cave network of Eknaru.
He's got kind of a serious, like his mind's full of a lot of stuff look on his face. And almost like
Very
bumps
pensive.
into you.
there is much turmoil in your mind. I can sense this was a difficult meeting for you. It often is. Well, all right. Well, we can put that aside. If I can manage. Do you want?
Another gold kobold, not the one that you saw earlier, but another one comes running up and tugs on the chainmail skirt that Malsira wears.
Oh yes.
Sextios will see them now.
Oh, great. All right. I believe it is time. Oh. Need a sup.
Yes. So, you guys have been granted an audience with the High Priest of Bahamut, Sexiros. Boop.
Efficiency.
Move yourselves, dang it.
No, can't make me.
I'm moving myself. Are you happy?
Yeah.
So,
We have a lively bunch here.
I see that, Malsira. Who do you bring before me?
I bring a, well, I believe, actually we did talk a bunch while we were in the hallway, so, sort of got their stories about everything, about where they've been. Travelers, adventurers who have been through much and have been fighting for the peace and goodness in this world. German dragons. Well, okay, but Israeli.
Oh, they don't talk like this. They aren't angry.
Wait,
No,
Sorry,
it's the
Scottish.
Germans.
The Germans are a very happy people.
Silence.
Nine!
Nine.
Get the words out, Malsira.
I'm sorry?
Who are these people?
Oh, I guess we can introduce them, or they can.
They could speak for
Yes, they could
themselves at
introduce
some point
themselves,
tonight.
Ma'am.
Well,
No,
We
so
have
you're just
one
reflecting
follower of
on all
Bahamut
these,
here.
Just reflect Molly's enthusiasm off into everyone.
Yes, everyone is happy now.
It's time to jump over the wall.
Well, my name is Kovan of Sunsage City. I'm a follower of Bahamut. And I'll elbow Dorn in the side.
And I'm Dorn. And nothing else. He kind of looks over at Kovan and makes eye contact.
I'll give him like a
Stale, investigator, adventurer, problem solver, virtualist, and all-around swell guy. And kind
give him a little smile and like a nod of thanks.
I see. What brings you to the Temple of Bahamut?
him.
Well, I did happen to drag a few of these, my friends here with me. I had a few things on there. I wanted to report, I'm from Sunsage City, and they tasked me with killing the necromancer who plagued these lands. And is it the same continent as what we're on?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So the necromancer that, it was to the southeast, I don't remember where exactly it
Yes.
was, right?
Pretty much directly
Southeast.
east. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I wanted to let you know that the plague that had been affecting Temblar has been lifted. The lich has been slain, and thanks to these fine people and a little assistance from myself, the lich should trouble no more, and the land is slowly healing.
Excellent.
I know this was a task long overdue, and I'm just glad that we could accomplish it for Bahamut and the world.
I apologize if we could not see you sooner. We were discussing recent alarms that had been set off within the temple. Just last night.
I think you can elaborate on that.
Dorn, remember best behavior.
Well, I'm
Put my hands on my
sure.
pockets.
I'm sure that no one here had anything to do with that, because that would be very unbecoming of one's in the presence of such a benevolent deity.
You watch as the mithril-covered silver scale dragonborn kind of steps up. He kind of gives a faint sniff of the air and then looks about, eyes locking on a couple of you as he does so. Smell the taint of that bitch from here.
Wait, what?
Where is he? Who is the one that set off the alarms?
Hey, there's a fire truck outside. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't run away that fast, Dorn.
I can sense tenseness in this group. I believe they know something. Which is strange. For a group of good adventurers, what trouble could you bring with you?
Tiamat.
Oh, yes, well, about that. I believe some of that may have been my doing, but I assure you it was under the best of intentions, and I'd love to explain myself.
Take it up with the high priest. I'm going to go find our little friend who seems to have set off the alarms. But the company seems to be lacking in your numbers. And he pulls the massive mithril mace off his back.
Well,
And just starts-
you know, just don't hurt him, please, because Ekmat is very interested in him. Just saying, just please, you know, be careful.
He kind of halts right in the doorway. Eknaru shows interest in this blasphemer.
Yes, it's between the blasphemer and Ekmaru, but yes, indeed.
Make a diplomacy check. Okay. Your words seem to come out as truthful to him. And as his paladin abilities to detect good and evil show.
I'll also just assure him and be like, any wrongdoings done by him, I'll take full responsibility for bringing him here.
You wish to bring him to Igmaro. I am fearful of his fate for an enemy of this church.
Almost like disappointed, the Dragonborn puts the mithril mace back on his back and kind of just angrily makes his way back to the chair that he's been sitting in.
I promise you, if your mace is needed, you'll be the first one to know, and you'll get the utmost opportunity to use it.
Well, their blood caused by him is on your hands.
I understand. I'll step forward and be like, since we're on the topic, as you can probably have gathered, I've discovered a follower of Tiamat in our most recent adventures after the death of the necromancer, or the lich.
A follower of Tiamat! Now it becomes
Yes.
distress. Which would probably reflect the rest of the group.
And not only a follower of Tiamat, one who has been touched by supposedly Tiamat herself. He carries the blessings of her and the scale of Tiamat. One of
That's
Tiamat's
terrible
scale.
news! I hold my hand so to my head.
And I reach in my bag and pull out the black dragon scale that Rib put in there when I was there, and toss it on the ground in front of him. Be like, I don't mean to bring such a horrifying example of Tiamat's evil into this place, but I feel like it's only appropriate to give proof.
I see. Well, it seems you've already had a discussion with Egnaru,
That is correct.
so I believe anything I have to say is kind of not warranted at the moment.
Well, I understand. I just wanted to make sure everyone was aware that Tiamat is interfering with mortal plans again and seems to be up to her old tricks, so just keep an ear out and, always be vigilant.
Bamash, go alert the acolytes. Tell them to send words out to our knights and clerics out in the world to be on the lookout for others similar to this kobold that has been brought to our region. Haha. Can do, boss. And the copper paladin still puffing away on his little pipe. Just heads on right out the door. Gives everybody a nice friendly little salute as he goes by. Nice to meet y'all. Y'all take care now.
Nice to meet you as well.
It's
Good
just
luck,
gonna wave.
friend.
Well, now that unpleasantness is out of the way, since I've accomplished my task with the necromancer, I do have to ask, is there anything else the church requires of me?
Well, deal
Like
with this problem you have in your hands.
I absolutely will. I just need to make sure that there's no other crisis, general, overarching thing that I need to worry about, that you've heard about that needs to be dealt with by someone as capable as me. And if it is possible, the ones that I'm with, they tend to be quite resourceful.
What was your name again?
Surely you've heard of me. My name is Kovan.
He looked at you quite puzzled for a moment.
Silva talked about me? No? Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, you're that one.
Yes, yeah.
From what I've heard, you're lucky to still have your powers as you fluctuate back and forth with how kind and helpful you are to rather vengeful when you meet somebody you distrust.
Yes, well, as you know, no one's perfect.
She has spoken rather highly of you despite this. If everything she has said is true, then you still have work to do with your companions here. Something about a council of 6 magi?
Yes, I didn't realize that was on the church's radar, absolutely. Yeah, that is something that we are actively working toward.
Why would it not be on our radar? The world is in danger, and you think we're just going to let it go?
We must,
Um,
we must
but you-
viciously, we must viciously get
I mean,
destroy
Kervon,
the enemies and the enemies of.
Kervon, you were sent to help deal with one of them.
I was. I thought I was sent to deal with the lich. Okay. I mean, sure.
He,
Yeah.
he was one of them.
Oh, he was.
Yes.
Oh, I know he was
Kervon.
one of them. Really?
Kervon,
Sorry, I haven't-
you've been with him
brain
longer
fart.
than I have.
Your friends have told me tales of your adventures,
Okay, cool.
all the
Did
success
not
you've
know.
had.
So sorry, guys. Oh yes, of course. Yes, we're gonna do that. Okay, great. Forgive me.
You guys watch as the gold skulled one, goes by the name of Nesmorn, kind of approaches, and he actually walks up to Bretta and kind of gets down on his knees very curiously. You look like a bit of a half-bolt or a halfling, but different. Because that one's
Oh,
clearly a
okay.
halfling, and he points to Molly.
Kinder, good sir. I come from across the sea looking for adventure. And I found these guys, and they're my friends now.
I see. And you actually watch as you look at him in a manner very similar to Malsira. He has this faint glowing halo around his head. This one is just right around his head. He sports a big old shield and a hand axe of his own. He is known as a... Crap, I just blinked out. Hit luck 3. What is the name of it? I've completely forgotten. Battle Mind.
Oh, yes. Oh, that means we get along.
He has psionic powers as well. Huh. You seem troubled, little one. Is there something on your mind? You seem
Oh, well,
like you've lost something. Which is very rare for a kinder.
oh yeah, you know, Doran here, the brooding tall guy, he's helping me find a friend.
The brooding tall guy. He looks over at Doran and goes, yeah, that description fits him quite well.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
I can certainly sense his brooding from here.
A friend, you say?
I don't think you need a sixth sense to notice that.
I haven't.
Well, he is here and he's not here actually, you know. His soul got lost
Oh no.
and we're looking for it.
Dark magics, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting on
Yeah.
I'm waiting on Dorn to just be like, card game.
Yeah, it was last card of a... I shouldn't have taken that. She
card?
up to herself.
A card, you say? You mean...
Yeah.
Oh... Yes, one of those. Well, don't worry. You'll find him. Eventually.
Mustn't,
It's a real help.
Well,
you
friend.
mustn't pull yourself down by regret and depression.
It can be very hard to track down those who have been yanked away by the deck of many things.
It's been
Hello.
pretty
Yeah,
challenging so far.
I'm
But I'm
back.
pretty sure we will find him.
Welcome back,
Doran
Doran.
here is a detective, you see. He's the
Yes.
best one in the land.
Well, and he kind of gives this grin. He's actually missing like his major fangs in his teeth. Well, I wish you the best of luck. If there's anything that you might need, any kind of psychic tracking or scrying that I can perhaps help you with, do let me know.
Oh yeah, of course. This is going to sound weird, but could you give me, if you have one, spare one of your scales?
One of my scales?
Yeah, I know it's not a pleasant question or something to ask for, but
He gives another chuckle and he stands up. He pops this small knife off of his hip. Kind of looks at his arm a little bit. Pulls off one of his gloves. Winces ever just so slightly as he pops the scale off.
A great gift.
You can do
Really
certainly
generous, you are.
strange things as he hands over a small golden scale.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm going to take it with both hands and just stare at it. Like if it turns very rapid with it.
Why is this man giving us a scale?
I don't know. It's the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
It's like asking me for a toenail.
I know, right? But I can't look away.
He kind of ruffles Bretta's hair through her hood. You will find your friend. I have faith in all of you. Bahamut will make sure
Yep.
of it.
Only me. You only need faith in me. I got it. It's fine.
A little extra faith never hurt.
And he stands back up and kind of looks over to Friend! The gods influence all of us in ways, even if we may not believe it all. Somebody somewhere is having an influence on the things that you do. Hopefully for the better.
Many would argue that.
He just gives you another grin. To each their own. It is not my place to push beliefs on others. It isn't my place to hold up and interrupt this conversation, but I was just so peculiar as to what you were. And before he turns, he pauses and he looks. That halfling has pink hair. And you have a drow.
Long story.
You.
Yeah, told
What a
you.
very interesting group.
So it
Very
seems.
interesting.
Well, don't know about Sashi. See the old drow in the back. He gives a wink and heads back to his chair. Balsashi's still over there, kind of like a grown ass man, pissed off and upset that he can't go beat the shit out of a small kobold. Now we're to break it down real quick since you were A-OK. Kovan had a conversation with this massive platinum and gold dragon named Eknaru here in Eknaru's Temple of Bahamut. They were Bretta's vast travels and pasts have led the group to understand that Malsira is known as an Ardent, a psychic leader of sorts.
Gotcha.
And Nesmorn there was a battle guard.
Battle mind.
Battle line.
Gotcha.
So,
So we were just introducing ourselves and saying hi?
the rest of the group pretty much was talking to Malsira while Kovan was having his one-on-one with Eknaru.
Gotcha.
Well, if there's nothing left for us to discuss here, I suggest you all enjoy your stay. And keep the little one out of trouble until it's his turn to meet with Eknaru.
If you don't mind, I will join them in their hunt for this kobold. We do not want him scurrying around these grounds for too long.
Very well, thanks for the follow, Vitor. Everybody say thank you.
Hey.
We got a follower!
Yay.
Very well.
Dun, 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 dun.
I just hope you
Let's
find
level up, guys.
I hope you find him before Balsashi does.
Oh, I'm sure that we'll find him very quickly.
I think he was in the basement last week.
Oh no, he definitely wasn't in the. He was in the lake. Remember, Elrod?
Yes?
Yeah,
That
he was
seems
in
to
the
be
lake. He was taking a
suspicious.
swim.
Alright, roll a
They
bluff
loved
check.
to swim.
Oh shoot, I'm so bad at that. Yes? Bluff check?
Kovan, you too.
Oh, that's a good lie!
I will roll.
You guys are
Insight.
influencing Elrod.
Yes, you can roll
Oh
insight.
no.
I mean, okay.
What just happened?
What? What do you mean? What happened?
My god.
My macro
Oh my
broke.
god, I beat someone with a bluff check.
Oh, because that's not
Good
actually
job.
a character.
I don't know how I feel about this.
It's because
That's amazing.
Balsashi didn't have a character sheet, so the macro went haywire.
Oh.
I could read people's emotions, but I can't tell lies or tell lies apart.
Well, he rolled a natural one, so you guys get away with your little flub there.
Wonderful.
He's
yes.
he's too busy pouting about being told he can't go chase down this kobold Tiamat follower to
I'm next to Molly, so I'm just on cloud 9 right now. She's like, oh my god, look, big temple, dragons.
Yes.
Yes, you're totally distracted by the halfling.
She would totally look up at you and go,
Big
if that's all, go on. Enjoy your time here at the Temple of Eknarus, Temple of Bahamut, and in the surrounding areas. The lake to the west is kept quite warm despite the cold weather here. And the inn, of
Indeed.
course, has food for all.
Thank you again for your hospitality. The innkeeper had mentioned that the food was provided by the church.
Yes. All visitors are welcome here, and all are welcome to our provisions. Within reason.
Of course.
With the grace of Bahamut, we provide to all who need
I
it.
just glare at Ayla's massive food belly.
Many who come here.
No,
are-
she didn't eat that much. She did eat a
Maybe.
lot, but she's
Is that a
not, like-
baby, or did you have a big dinner?
I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna smack Kovan.
Did somebody touch you? Oh, kill them.
Darn, sorry, it's so hard to keep myself in check around these wonderful, amazing, brilliant people.
Still gonna smack him.
You know,
I understand what Silva meant.
yes, we all have our flaws.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, it's just sort of glaring at Kovan with her
Well,
arms crossed.
why don't we go retire back to the inn and relax for once? Any fun things around that we should know about? Any sights we should see, or things around in the area?
The back of my eyelids. I'm so tired. He just mumbles to Aelith and Elvira.
You don't listen well. The lake is kept warm if you're looking for a place to relax weary muscles.
Wasn't it cold when we dropped into it?
Haberdash! Actually, it was that the air was cold when you guys got out of the water.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I'm in.
Like getting out of a hot tub when it's 30 degrees in January.
I've done that. 30 deg. Oh, right.
Yes, well, we'll make sure to check that out and maybe take a dip.
Very well. So, you guys, with a new companion in tow, it seems, head back
Here too.
to the tavern.
Friendship. Oh, I'd
Get
like
a
to
drink
make
with them.
friends.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
find
but
out
like
more
we
about
do
them.
that shit.
I must learn their tales. Where that kobold is.
As you guys enter back, you find the tavern rather empty at this point. Most of the patrons that were there this morning seem to have left. And you find... the bard looked like Dragonborn that had been sitting there at the start. That is not violin music. This thing lied to me. Oh, there it goes.
Hey,
Seems to be playing, as a few of the Dragonborn still linger off in the back. She's off playing in the corner. She seems to have a small enchanted piano next to her, playing alongside her instrument. The barkeeper gives you guys a big wave as you enter. Ah, back for lunch, I see.
Aelith is watching the bard jealously.
Indeed. Oh. Elrod looks at the bard, looks at Aelith, and remembers what he promised, and then promptly starts speed walking away.
Oh my god.
Elrod, where you going?
Oh my god, is this what I think it is?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say
Oh
anything.
my god.
Who said that, Elvira?
Yeah.
Oh, nowhere. I just remembered something. I don't want Aelith to get any more ideas.
What?
Nothing.
I heard my name.
I said I'm glad we're all here, and I'm surprised Aelith is hungry again. bluff.
Roll it.
I can't wait to fail this. Oh my god!
Oh my god, you can act. You might
Holy.
actually. Okay, just gonna say that's
my
two
first
better. That is two better than my passive insight.
Oh my god, I rolled a 19!
Well, then you're gonna have to roll it.
Yeah.
That is my first 30 of life.
Get fucking wrecked! Holy shit!
he does that guilty face thing when he lies. You know him too well. He just does the little guilty eyes and his ears kind of like twitch.
Aelith just raises an eyebrow. Elrod, you're really bad at this.
Zazira has
But
taken.
I was
s-
impressed for a moment in the temple, but you're still really bad at this.
Oh.
You'll notice Zazira is, of course, she's donned her robe since being here. Is taking a seat over in the corner and just kind of watching and swaying to the music. She gives a clap as the song ends.
Clap, 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 clap.
Hey,
What?
gonna catch up with the barkeep.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Wibbles.
You watch as the bard takes a moment, casts a few spells, and music continues to change.
I sort of soar along with the music, and my aura almost shines and beat with it.
Get Rave Dragonborn over here.
Excessive use of your magic? No, I don't say that.
It's hard to turn off.
I see.
Can I look around the tavern? Do I see any sign of Rib on there, or Empress Fluffy or anything?
No.
Okay. Who's sitting at the table with me, or if everyone got to check out the bard?
I didn't actually say I went anywhere, so I'm probably still sitting here.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I'm
Elrod would just
sitting-
follow Elvira to the table.
Hey, so can I run something by you guys?
What's up?
I
Yeah.
don't know, the last
So-
thing you ran by me was to come here.
Yeah, I know, and I really appreciate that, and it's meant a lot. And I have an idea, but I want to kind of run it by my wonderful moral compass, which is you guys, because I know I'm not always the best judge of, things to do.
I just look between Firebeard and Dorn and then back to you and arch an eyebrow.
Yeah, I know. Well, no one
Yep.
said I had to take the advice.
Go on.
So Edmaru gave me an offer. You know how Rib has been saying forever that he wants to be a real dragon?
Yes, every kobold says that.
Yeah, but what if I could actually, make him one?
You mean turn him into a dragonborn like that, was it a silver?
Yes.
That silver dragon mentioned?
Would it be a
Bargaze
dragon?
stops.
You know that?
Mist, would it be a dragonborn or would it be a real dragon?
It'd be a Dragonborn. Same process
Okay,
that Silva went
so-
through.
So yeah, it would be a dragon born on there, but still one step closer to that. I think he would like that a lot.
If you can guarantee that he would be not abusive of any power he gained from the ritual,
I
Yeah.
can't promise that. I mean, that's
Well,
up to him.
it would definitely help you in your little side quest. You told me
The
you were
requirement for it is that he has to be a true believer in Bahamut. So it would fail if he wasn't, which would mean he has to hold up to the same sort of morals and moral compass that Kovan has.
Oh well, that's easy. No.
I think there's still some work to be done before you could try that with him, but you could use it to bribe him.
You wish to perform the ritual on a kobold, a follower of Tiamat.
No, I wish to present
trying to
him with
convert him.
that in the hopes. Yeah, in the hopes of turning him from an evil path, which will eventually end in his own demise, into something that makes the world a better place.
longer he stays here, the closer his demise is.
That's
Well,
awfully close-minded of you.
I mean, I did promise him no harm would come, and I'd be very upset if I had to break that vow, but I don't think that any harm will come to him while I'm here. I hope not, at least as far as I can help it.
We are.
Well, nothing was on fire, so I guess he's okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to run it by you guys because I thought it could be exciting for him. I know it's something he's always talked about, and I hope it's a win for everyone. I feel like, I mean, you guys tell me if I'm wrong here, but he seems a little slow,
Delusional?
close-minded.
Murdery.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean,
He is a kobold.
I mean,
Sorry.
yeah, but I feel like, I mean, maybe, like, is it wrong to, like, just want to kind of guide him in a better direction? Because he seems like he doesn't really know what he's getting into with this whole
We
thing.
have
Yeah.
kobold followers of Bahamut as well.
No, Kovan, that isn't wrong. In fact, if you can use this as a chip of sorts to try to get him towards the right path, I don't see anything wrong with it.
We are
Um,
always very generous and forgiving, but we also do not hesitate to bring justice down onto our enemies, most
Right.
notably the followers of Tiamat.
Yes, and
However-
as a follower of Bahamut, I totally understand that, which is why I'm trying to change this follower of Tiamat into something instead of just another dead body on the roadside, which does no one any good.
If you truly believe in the purpose and will of this young kobold who has been misguided by the evils, then perhaps we can try for an alternate solution. But if that does not work, I will not hesitate to strike him down.
I understand, and I will resurrect him.
That's a bit of a commitment there, friend.
Just saying, I made a promise not to cause him any harm, and I'm not going to cause him any harm.
What I did for you doesn't exactly. Maybe.
I don't even know if it would work with a kobold.
Let us see if you can change my mind.
Hopefully. He did help us kill the red orcs, right? I mean, he's not all bad.
As far as we know, he's committed no crime. He's simply been tempted.
A kobold.
Yes, a kobold.
I mean, personally, I'd love it if he was willing to share his story of Tiamat and how he, like, you know, got all of these gifts with everyone, but I think that might be a little bit much to ask, right? He seems to kind of be avoiding us at this place.
I believe more in actions than identity. I wish to meet this kobold, to judge him for myself. And it
Soon
appears
enough.
that you may know where he is.
So soon enough, you will. Don't worry.
Well,
He makes himself known in very interesting ways.
He's a curious fellow.
Yes, hello. Are you guys in need of any food?
Aelith opens her mouth and then looks at Elrod and then shakes her head.
Rod just looks at you. I'll take another coffee, please.
Alright, anybody else?
Maybe some, like, stuff for the table to nibble on, but that's all.
Cheeses, got it.
Yes.
Coffee here, please.
Coffee, cheeses, water, maybe some tea. All coming right up.
I was about to ask for challah, but that wouldn't really. It's just a type of bread. While I'm doing this Israeli impression. It's really good bread, though.
Even the waiter returns sometime later to with a tray of bread and cheese and crackers and coffee and tea and waters. all an assortment and array with some fruits, grapes, and apples and such on the tray as well.
I'll just continue the conversation we were having earlier and sort of
Munch,
end
munch.
with, very well, I shall trust your judgment for now. Seeing as your group has done many a great deed for this world.
Finally, somebody recognizes our. One sec.
Spread the word.
Somebody recognizes us. I say that jokingly.
Well, we have done a lot of really cool stuff.
We have.
And the Temple of Bahamut certainly appreciates your help.
And I do it again. And we're probably going to soon. Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, what, we got 4 of the 6 left?
2 of the 6. 1 minute.
4?
One.
I thought it was 1
Oh.
left.
Oh, we have 1 left? Really? Where'd the other 5 go? Elvira, the Lich?
Huh?
I
Oh.
thought there were 6 of them, no?
I have told you this story so many damn times, Kovan.
I don't remember.
Kovan, you've been around longer than I have.
First the Necromancer. Necromancer got away. Then we went north. Then Harrison the Fae. Now he's gone. Then we went to Altaria. Then we saved Taliba from the clutches of the Six. Then we came back. Then we went to Corellin.
Kovan, stops paying attention halfway through.
He's going on. He doesn't even care.
You know my
I
dad.
found Corellin, or Corellin found me, I guess. Reunited with my mother. Went back. We killed the Necromancer for real this time. Then we went to that whatever that city was, and then we went to kill. We killed the York, saved Elvira, and now she's been on our side, so she doesn't count. And now there's this Jafar guy,
Fair.
Jafar guy.
Haha! We should celebrate then. Wait, did you
I'm
say
gonna tickle
Elvira?
Beard Fire.
Pardon?
Isn't
I feel like I need like a dice to roll to see if Beardfire reacts negatively or not.
He
Dude.
just blinks asymmetrically at Elrod's rant.
Reacts to what? Elvira's name?
Kovan
Oh.
tickling Beardfire.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna try and tickle the parrot.
Oh, just roll a d20.
That's just like /R, right?
Slash R 1d20, yeah. Or slash roll.
You can also click the little dice icon on the top left. Oh, so close to an 18.
Oh, Beardfire, without hesitation, snaps at Kovan's finger.
Ah. Well, it was worth a shot.
Firebird's just gonna like pull him closer and not even pay attention.
Saved that bloody bird so many times, and it can't even like let me scratch his stupid.
No touch the captain.
you're lucky you weren't bitten by a Hydra.
Yeah, I know better than to stick my hand in Firebeard's beard.
Yeah, if the
The
Hydra,
Hydra is the least of the worries.
if the Hydra doesn't get you, Firebeard will bite you.
Yeah. And you never know where that mouth is.
Also, I'm sorry, Dane. Were you saying something?
Well, you did mention Elvira, right?
And Vile? What?
Elvira. Sorry, Elvira. One of the
Yes.
6. One that you were traveling with.
Ex-member, yes.
You certainly have a weird group.
Yeah, I told you.
It is a long,
Good
and complicated
people.
story.
She's good though. We like her.
Yes,
I mean,
she-
Elrod does a lot.
I like her. Not
Yeah.
like he likes her, but
I don't think anyone likes her like he likes her, but yeah.
Oh,
How's Elvira
he likes
reacting
her.
to all this?
She's just listening. She's grinning the whole time.
Okay, good. Elrod's getting
Yeah.
progressively redder in the face.
Yeah, they always
mean-
hold hands all the time.
Yeah, and I mean, he liked her all night last night. It was ridiculous.
Excuse you, Kovan.
Sorry, it's just it was really loud.
It was not.
Oh, okay, yeah, you thought you were being quiet? Uh-huh. I pulled that trick before.
It was not.
Oh, okay, it actually wasn't. Never mind.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Damn it! He's
God damn
blushing.
it, Elrond, why do you have to keep rolling slightly above my passive?
He's blushing way too hard for that to be true.
You keep rolling just above my passive insight, which forces me to actually roll for it.
You guys are rubbing off on him. He's
Yeah.
learning to lie. I don't know if that's the best
Yeah,
thing
he
to learn,
is.
but he's lying. But yes, the other member of the six is Taliba, Princess of Altaria, and she is no longer with them. And she assisted us in the war against the Orc.
It seems you're almost as fond of converting your enemies as you are defeating them.
Oh, they didn't convert me.
Oh?
No, I was already on their side.
Playing both sides.
She was with us since the beginning. Saved her from our crazy friend Arkan.
Your group is getting even more confusing.
Oh, let me tell you about Arkan.
I liked Arkan.
Maybe we should wait to dinner first. She might.
He was very loud.
He was loud and angry and
Oh,
stabby.
do we? Okay.
He
Just
ripped-
don't bring up Talos, please.
He ripped down a stone door that was like a foot thick with his sword. It was curved, as a big curved sword. He just knocked it down. It was great. Oh, but you said Telos? Tell the Telos story? Which
No.
Oh.
No. Just
Oh, I'm
maybe we
interested
should.
to hear
You know,
these tales.
perhaps I can tell you another time. Kovan doesn't.
yeah.
Kovan
I
remembers
just-
these
I just-
stories apparently.
Yes.
I wonder how him and Ramuse are doing right now.
Oh my god.
I said how, not what.
How's who?
Thanks, I hate it.
How's Talos doing?
So much shipping.
How's Talos and Ramuse doing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The city's on fire!
There's a lot of hissing.
A lot of fighting.
Meanwhile, in Talos's house,
Oh god.
turns out it wasn't Elrod and Elvira we were hearing last night.
Oh no.
They're just that loud.
Oh,
Oops. We're
so
off track.
Sorry.
I'm gonna say this is probably a good stopping point for the night. We are missing Rib. We're missing.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on
so
with
sorry.
everybody tonight.
I'm also
Uh,
gonna wrap up all the rib stuff tonight. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's not.
Does Weasel want to be a dragon?
I don't know. He doesn't. He doesn't know anything that has been discussed.
Yeah,
so.
he doesn't, which is actually kind of perfect.
That's
frankly.
fantastic. We'll just.
I'd be astounded if
hey,
you said no.
by the way, you're a dragonborn now.
No, I mean he has the possibility of being one. I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah,
I'm sorry I missed it. Did we discuss with maybe Kovan becoming a Dragonborn?
It was discussed in Kovan's 1-to-1.
I
Not, but
wasn't
not
sure
the.
if we had discussed it at the table. I don't want to know.
Oh
No,
no,
the
I
group
did
was
not.
it.
I did
wasn't
not.
there for
Yeah,
that.
I did not discuss being me involved in being a dragonborn at all. It was all turning Rib into a dragonborn and Rib's possible like conversion over to Bahamut and stuff like that. And I got the group's opinion on like if it was a good idea, what they thought of it, like stuff like that.
Ironically, proving
Dragonification.
himself even more worthy of the ritual because of all his mercy. Good mercy, Kovan.
What's that? I've heard of that before.
Mercy.
Oh, yeah, that's that word I don't use.
I don't know. Our group isn't very kind to
Merci.
kobolds. I mean, I used to have a bunch of kobold friends, and then I just
Then they
one
were
day I
complete
just came back.
idiots and just
Then they
ran
ran
in,
Die.
and then they took an arrow to the knee.
Then they took a dragon to the face.
More like dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun. I'm sorry I had to get out for
We
half
have
of
more
it.
dragons than dungeons here.
I'm okay with this. Elrod's very okay with this.
Yes.
But I mean, I'm just saying, there's really warm water, and like I'm just down for an anime hot springs episode if y'all want to.
Hell yeah!
Just saying.
Oh my
See what I can do to
god.
convince Umbra and Zelzir to come.
I mean,
Guys,
the
guys,
she
fan
has
Chinese
to
are
service.
approve,
mandatory.
right?
We gotta have a fan service episode.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Just post all of the anime in
It would just be all anime. Oh no!
Replace.
That's
we
gonna
will replace
turn
our
not
tokens
safe
with
for
something
work
ridiculous.
very quickly.
Flash.
I'll use the Gerudo link as Elrod's token.
Jeez.
Yeah, and be like, Mist, please describe how the water flows through my hair.
Poorly. It is too oily.
Oh no.
But do we actually want to do that? Like have everyone hit the hot springs after lunch or whatever? The worm thing?
to you.
Because Elrod, I was actually thinking of having Elrod propose the idea anyway. But if Kovan wants to do it, please do.
Sure. No, you can progress. You can say it. I'd be too. My
If enough
character be
people
too
are excited
involved
for
when
it,
got
we can all be very excited for it.
He's just happy to not be disgusting anymore.
And then you just see this picture running towards the lake. Yeah.
Wait, scroll
Like
down
that?
faster.
But now no clothes.
Oh no, it's so pale.
Well,
Except-
How is it so white?
Oh
so
my god, Bob.
we will be starting next session from the hot springs.
Oh,
boy.
That's
We're
all,
just gonna be so confused.
that's all I have for
Yeah.
tonight. That is doable. There were some other things planned, but unfortunately, lots of real life stuff got in the way with a bunch of us tonight, and that happens. So,
You're telling me.
Yeah, sorry.
no,
I
it's
said I liked warm bodies.
I don't mean to take up like everyone's time with my shit. But, you
Oh
know.
no, dude.